Hello everyone and welcome back to the PPL. So I know this is fairly late and I do apologize. Week 7 was last Thursday. Week 8 will be next Thursday because we have a week break in between and everything of that sort. So yeah, I do apologize for the video being so late. That's my fault. I ran into some troubles with getting home on time from work because I had to run some errands because of bills, and then as you know, our opponent Eric or Ashton Akai, he is in the UK, so he's 8 hours ahead of me. So by the time I got home, it was 1 a.m. his time, and he has to wake up at like 6 in the morning to go to work. So unfortunately we could not have scheduled it sooner. We battled Monday and I'm recording this Tuesday. It's going up probably same day. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go over a quick team comp of the mons I've brought and the potential Pokemon he could bring. So I have Big D the Salamence with the Lumberry, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower, Earthquake. If I can get one Dragon Dance up, I can pretty much sweep his entire team except for Florges if it's physically defensive, Mew if it's defensive, and then of course Arcanine with the Intimidate. But like I said, if I can get one Dragon Dance up, I can do tons of work to his entire team. 2 Dragon Dances up, pretty much sweeps the entire team, pretty much. With the Lumberries just for Will-O-Wisp on Mew, Will-O-Wisp on Arcanine, Scald Burns, poison jabs, all that kind of shenanigans. So he's got a lot of burn moves on his team, so that's pretty much the gist of that. Mega Gardevoir has the Gardevoir, of course. It is a timid nature, max speed, max special attack with 4 in defense with Hyper Voice, Psychic, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Ball. The Will-O-Wisp is basically there for the Sand Slash and for the Scizor, because if I can burn it on a swap in, because he's gonna think he can take a Hyper Voice if he's got special defense in it, and yeah, that's nice. It's very nice to get a burn off on the Scizor, otherwise Bullet Punch is destroying me no matter what set I run. Next, we have an Expert Belt Thundurus with Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, Hidden Power Fire, and Thunderbolt. So I really needed more moves. I want Dark Pulse just so I can one-shot the Mew, but I also need Hidden Power Fire in case the Scizor comes, because I need to be able to one-shot it with. Because one-shot, I can scare it out with the Hidden Power Fire. If I get a Nasty Plot up, Thunderbolt isn't a guaranteed OHKO. It still does damage, but Hidden Power Fire does kill, and then everything else is just hit neutrally by Thunderbolt, and I have Dark Pulse to hit the Mew super effectively, and so I can hit the Sand Slash neutrally if it does come. After one Nasty Plot up, I can pretty much two-shot his entire team. Maybe not especially defensive Mew or like Assault Vested Conkeldurr, but one of the mons I have on my team later on is meant to handle that. Now we have a Selgor, a Life Orb, Sticky, Hold, Hidden Power Ground, Giga Drain, Bug Buzz, and Encore. So he's got 28 in speed because that's all I need to outspeed anything on his team. Barring Choice Scarfers, if he doesn't bring a Choice Scarfer, I can literally outspeed everything just with the 28 in speed. Hidden Power Ground to get the Arcanine on a swapping, Giga Drain just for recovery, and Bug Buzz to hit hard on pretty much the Mew, the Alamomola. I mean, I do have Giga Drain for it, but Giga Drain, this mon is just meant to cripple any of the well, bulky Wish Pass scene mons, because Alamomola is gonna Wish Pass. I Encore that into Wish, I Encore Sand Slash into maybe Stealth Rocks or Rapid Spin, Encore the Mew into Will-O-Wisp, Encore the Florges into Wish or Protect. Either way, Encore is really good against his team and allows me to stop a lot of his mons in their tracks. Excuse me. Now we have a physically defensive Vaporeon, max HP, max max physical defense with Toxic, Scald, Wish, Ice Beam. I have to be very careful with when I go for Scalds, because he has that Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is terrifying when it is burned, and I cannot burn that Conkeldurr. I do have Toxic, because I want to be able to Toxic the Florges. It is good to be able to Toxic the Florges, because I've been swept by Florges before. Even if it doesn't have aromatherapy, then we should be good. And then we have a physically defensive Hippowdon with Psycho, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, and Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is just to lower the speed of any of the Mons on his team, mostly the Mew if it's Choice Guard, because I see that being the Choice Guard Mon of this team. Now we're gonna get this battle started, and as you can see, I brought those 6 Mons, and he brought Mew, Florges, Arcanine, Conkeldurr, Alomomola, and Sandslash. So, kind of, I expected the Scizor, but he didn't bring the Scizor, so yeah. So this is a bit of a bulkier team, with maybe an offensive Mew and an offensive Arcanine, and then, of course, Conkeldurr is always offensive. So let's get it started. So, with how this is going to play out, I decide it's probably best to just lead off with Gardevoir, because not really a lot is going to want to take a Hyper Voice right off the bat, and it's going to force the swap out. The only thing that's going to appreciate a Hyper Voice is a specially defensive Arcanine, and if he swaps it in, he's either mixed defensive or he's specially defensive. One of the two. Alomomola can probably take it, but he'd probably fear like Psyshock. So here I go for the Psychic, predicting the Arcanine or anything else to swap in, and it's a fairly good prediction. It's just a safer play. It wouldn't have one-shot the Sandslash, but it would have done damage. And here I go for the Psychic as I Mega Evolved, and it's going to do just about half, and I get the Special Defense drop. So now with the leftovers, it probably guaranteed that he would have lived the Psychic, but now he's forced to swap out. I know I can just go for another Psychic, as he's going to go into the Mew, and it's going to do a big amount of damage, and that's because I crit. I crit a special D drop, and I crit him in the first 2 turns. Now he goes for Shadow Ball, revealing that he does at least have max speed, and I go for the Hyper Voice, and this is going to be able to take him out. It shows that he's Life Orb, but it doesn't matter because he's dead now anyway. So turn 3, the Mew is gone. That is great for me. And now he brings in Florges, and I'm going to swap out because he knows he can probably take hits for me. I'm going to go into my Vaporeon. So now it's going to do a whole shit ton of damage, and I'm not especially defensive, but that doesn't have normal amount to a Vaporeon. It just does under half. So that actually reveals to me that he is at least max special attack. I don't know if he's modest or not. Here he swaps out into Conkeldurr, probably predicting the Scald, maybe the Scald Burn, or a Toxic. And I'm just gonna go for the Wish because it's the safest play, and I can take whatever hit he wanted to go for. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered as much. Now I'm going to go into my Hungry Hippowdon, because it is my swap in for anything of his physical nature, the Arcanine or the Conkeldurr. Here he goes for Poison Jab, maybe predicting the Gardevoir, as I maybe predicted, or he predicted the knockoff or something, or thinking I predicted the knockoff. Now Rocky Helmet and Sandstorm damage is going to do like 33% each time, which is great. I'm going to get the Wish back. He did poison me with that Poison Jab, but it doesn't really matter that much because it's just a normal poison. It's not toxic poison, which is great for me because a toxic poison would have been terrible. Here, I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and it's going to force him to go for the Rapid Spin right off the bat because his team is not super weak to Stealth Rocks, but his Arcanine is going to be his main offensive presence, probably, or a swap into a certain Mon. And he's probably going to want to get rid of Stealth Rocks right off the bat. So I'm going to go into my Salgor, maybe a Salgor predicting the Rapid Spin, and I'm going to take Sandstorm damage, and that's fine for me because I don't really care. Here I'm going to go for Encore, and I'm going to trap him into the Rapid Spin, and that's going to allow me to force a swap out. And the Rapid Spin, it's going to do it does like 20 something damage, but the sandstorm is still racking up on me, so it hurts a lot. Here I actually decided to go for the hidden power ground, predicting the Arcanine to come in, and he does bring in the Arcanine, which is great for me since I went for the HP ground, and it's gonna do a decent amount. It's not a 3-hit, well, it might have been a 3-hit KO, but it does enough to where I can live in extreme speed, and I can take him out with a hidden power ground. But I don't know if he has extreme speed or not, but he just decides to swap out as he goes into his Sand Slash, and this hidden power ground is going to do a decent amount, revealing that he is not assault vested. It's another crit, by the way. It doesn't matter because I could have taken him out with a Giga Drain next turn. So here I'm not forced to swap out. I'm just gonna go for the Giga Drain again. I'm putting a lot of offensive pressure on him by getting his predictions correct and doing just safer plays all around. Here I go for the Giga Drain. It's gonna do a decent amount. It's gonna give me some HP back, which is nice. I like HP. I can swap into Hippowdon again and take pretty much anything he wants to throw at me. At this range, Ice Punch is a 2-hit KO. And can be a 2-hit KO with the poison up. But I just want to rack up the Rocky Helmet Sandstorm damage on this anyways, so it doesn't matter to me as much. So with the poison, it is going to put me in range of the Rocky Helmet. Here I'm actually just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. No, not the Stealth Rocks, the Slack Off. Potentially, if I live it, I can take a couple more, and I do live it. I live it on literally 1, which is great. So now he's worn down to the point where he's limited on rock swap-ins, and I can go for Stealth Rocks and just limit all the swap-ins he has, and I can take him out with an Earthquake this turn, potentially, if he goes for the Ice Punch, and I can't be frozen, which is great, because I'm poisoned, because of his poison jab earlier. Now here, he's gonna withdraw, as I'm going to go for the Earthquake to try it. No, actually, I believe I go for the Slack Off again, just to get me back up to full HP, because I would have recovered more than he was doing to me, which is good. And he actually brings in Sand Slash, as it shows he's leftovers. I'm going to sneeze. I really hate this. Ooh. Sorry. Edit that out. So here he goes for the Stealth Rocks. And I am just going to go for the Earthquake to do some damage on this thing, because 1v1 I can beat him with a Slack Off, even if he has like Rest or something. I can still beat him. I have Slack Off, and the poison damage isn't going to be doing much. He probably won't be able to do much to me with an Earthquake, as he does go for the Earthquake. I'm not sure how much damage it does. It does like 38 damage, as I go for another Earthquake. And it's going to bring him down into red health, pretty much to the point where I can take him out with another Earthquake, and I'm still winning at this point. Here, I predict him to go for an Earthquake, and I'm just going to go for a Slack Off to get more HP, because I know he can't take me out, and I can get more HP and just kind of stall him out. As he goes into the Alomomola, which is still perfectly fine for me, because now I can take anything as Alomomola wants to throw at me, and since I'm poisoned, I can't be Scald Burned, which is great. Now he's gonna go for the Scald, and I'm just gonna get my Stealth Rocks up here, which is perfect for me. He's currently got his, what is dead? The Mew's the only one dead at this point, right? And he has 5, and I have all 6. So now I'm going to go into Liam Neeson if he does go for the Scald, or if he goes for the Ice Beam, he takes me out. If he goes for the Scald, I can live it. I'm going to bring him in as he goes for the Wish, which I don't know why he would have gone for that. Maybe just a Wish Pass into something, as I'm going to go into, well, as I'm going to Nasty Plot here. Now if I had Sludge Wave would have been able to take this thing out from here. It would have been able to take it out, because I know it's max special attack. I don't know if it has speed, and I don't know if it has HP investment. Here I go for the Thunderbolt, and it is definitely not max HP. It's got some investment, but not all of it, as he goes for Moonblast, showing that he is still offensive. And I live on 5, that was lucky. I think that was a roll, higher roll. As in this point, I can pretty much 2-hit KO his entire team, or OHKO his entire team with the Thunderous, with the +1 up. He doesn't, his only chance is to bring in Arcanine and go for the extreme speed, but since I have rocks up, he's gonna die to the rocks on entry, which is great. So that means that's a kill for Hippowdon, the first one all season. That's also amazing. So now he's gonna bring in his Florges again, as I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt. He actually told me at this point, GG, because he messed up on EVs on this thing. This Florges actually turned out to be Choice Scarf, with 252 in special attack and 180 in speed, and it just missed out on outspeeding me by 2 points. He just misgenned it on accident, or misspread it, I guess. And if he had, he would have been able to take me out and wouldn't have gotten swept here. So now, Alomomola, if it has Lock on there, it's living and taking me out. But it doesn't. We've seen it has leftovers. And that's going to be a 6-0 in our favor against Eric. And, you know, I think we played fairly well this game. And Eric got really unlucky in the first couple of turns. Be sure to subscribe to Eric. I will have a link to his channel in the description below. And I will see you in the next video. Later, guys.